Minnesota Vikings have been rumored to be in long-term contract negotiations with emerging star running back Dalvin Cook. Even though we've expressed our concerns, we're a little bit wary about giving Dalvin a long-term at this point. Love to see how 2020 would actually play out, especially given Dalvin's health throughout his NFL career, even going back to college, as well as how the big running back contracts have fared recently. It is the position of attrition. There we go. Nailed it. And again, it would be ideal if we played 2020 out. We talked about all the advantages for that, both for Dalvin and for the team. If he stays healthy and dominant, fine, awesome, ink it up long term, or franchise tag it back to back. Let's go. If not, fair. So why not give the Vikings a little bit of leverage here, a little bit of stank, a little bit of sexiness, and snag one of the top running backs in this year's class? Why not? Now, we're not talking about first round pick or even second round pick. Frankly, there isn't a lot of first or second round running backs in this class, but there is some decent mid round and late round talent. And also, I already hear the comments. Why would you waste a pick on a running back, bro? They have 12 picks. They have 12 freaking picks, right? Also, this is going to be a run first team. So if, say, LSU's Clyde Edwards-Helaire, phenomenal receiving back, or Utah's Zach Moss, great all-around back as well. If they're there, third round, 89, 105, especially 105, and if the Vikings already checked off wide receiver, check, cornerback, check, offensive line, check, maybe even D-line, check. Why not? Or even later, saying into the 5th, 6th, 7th round, J.J. Taylor from Arizona, who is dynamite as a phenomenal scat back. Levante Bellamy from Western Michigan, the guy that we love, be a perfect zone fit. Or Anthony McFarland Jr. from Maryland, day 3. What is the harm? What would be the harm in picking a running back day 3? That's what I want to know. So if the Vikings, like we said, are going to be a run-first team, why not have as many good running backs as possible on the rooster, right? Because Dalvin, he's elite if healthy. Again, big if, right? Madison is solid. He's a great receiver coming along as a pass blocker as well. He's a great in-between the tackles runner, great in red zone short yardage as well, but he's not the game breaker. He doesn't have that extra gear that Dalvin does. Love Mike Boone. He's not going to be an every down back. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's coming along in year 3, but also Amir Abdullah is a name of a person. Plus, why not add just a little bit more sexiness, a little bit more stank to that running back pot? Why not? Baby, let's get a stew going. Also, the Vikings, they do need to hedge if Dalvin gets hurt. They do. Because Boone and Madison were fine in their own right last year, but they weren't Dalvin. You saw a precipitous drop-off in production from the running back spot, as well as effectiveness of the Vikings offense when 33 went down, as well as got dinged up against Denver. But could Boone, Madison plus rookie TBD be a decent facsimile of production if Dalvin went down? It's hard to say, but I would like the chances a lot better. I would. And I feel like the Vikings, if they ink up Dalvin long term, they don't address the running back position. They just roll with Madison, Boone, etc. They are putting pretty much all their eggs in one basket, because Dalvin is the offense. That is the direction that the Vikings and Zimmer and Kubiak want to go with. But, you saw as well, even when Dalvin was on the field after the Denver injury, even when he was just dinged up on the injury report, that production went down. Dalvin is a little bit similar to Diggs in that you look at their production splits between when they have a clean bill of health, when they're on the injury report, it really is night and day. They're definitely not Brandon Marshall. If you guys remember Brandon Marshall from back in the day, especially fantasy football guys, Brandon Marshall could be on the injury report as questionable, dead, and then he'd come out and catch 3 touchdowns because that's how he operated. But Dalvin Cook ain't exactly that guy, right? But again, bottom line, we absolutely love Dalvin Cook. We think he's one of the best running backs in the league, except you do have to hedge your bets a lot with him. You do. And the running back position is what it is. It is Hamburger Hill. It is a meat grinder. It is a game for the young and cheap. And I think that the Vikings, perhaps taking a running back mid-round or especially day 3, I think it's a pragmatic approach. If the Vikings do sign Dalvin Cook long-term, which I think would be fine, or the potentially could play the franchise tag with him for this, for 2021, 2022, etc. Dalvin Cook right now as one of the best all-around running backs in the league. Do you think he'll be cranking this out in 5 years? Maybe. Look at Le'Veon Bell 5 years ago, right? Easily the best all-around running back in the league. And now look at him. Just a rotting corpse with the Jets. And he hasn't been good in 3 years. He was bad last year. He took 2018 off. So 3 years ago, 2017, he was actually good, right? So that's just how it is with the running back spot. I mean, it's just crazy to think, right? But also, if you're going to be a run-first team, infuse as much young, fresh, cheap, very important cheap talent in the position as possible. So I don't see why this is necessarily controversial. Now, I get it. Like some of the fan base, like we've been indoctrinated with worshiping at the altar of the running back. I mean, some of this fan base still thinks that Adrian Peterson could be the lead dog on this team at $12 million a year, and that'd be a bargain. Thank you, God King Adrian Peterson, for cutting us a deal and only playing for $12 million in 2020. Right? So, I don't know. Draft a running back. Go ahead. All right, your thoughts. Vikings potentially draft a running back. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us up in the Venmo. Plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol Production.